I have walked into too many targets, people. I want to blow my brains. Let me not say that because now I'm gonna get buried in the algorithm again. Here we go. Anyway, so we finally, and by we I mean me. I'm taking all the credit here because again I'm not even gonna go into it, people. It's just been like a rough 2 weeks. There's a Target down the road from where I work, and it's on the way home. So when they ran out of the last wave of Godzilla Monsterverse figures, I would check in periodically to see when they would get the new wave. All right, because I figure, okay, they're out of stock of the old wave, so the next batch they get in has to be the new one. All right, and I didn't want to bother any employees, so I didn't ask. I didn't see if they had any in the back. I didn't see when they were planning to get them in. I just went in thinking, hey, it's gonna be soon. And the amount of times I walked into a Target, because there was other Targets I went to if I had some spare time. I'm tired of seeing Target. I see red's my favorite color, but if I see red now, I don't know. It's gonna get physical. It's gonna get violent. Anyway, we found them though. We did. I did. But we're here together. So let's dive into this. Up first, Rodan. So I didn't give the full story. I actually found. Well, I was watching videos online, but a lot of people were finding Rodan first at their Targets and not Scylla. They had to kind of shop around. I was the complete opposite. I actually found Scylla at a completely different Target in the opposite direction. Got very lucky. Rodan was the one for me that was actually surprisingly hard to find for a while. But that was the one I just recently found. And look, he comes with a tank. And I have a theory, and it's probably wrong, or maybe there's a slight chance it's right. So I don't know if any of you know this, but I remember way back during when Playmates was doing the Godzilla versus Kong figures, there was a leak on like a Walmart website of some UPCs. There's all the Playmate vehicles they've done. That tank's pretty big compared to the other tank. But there was a leak saying that they were going to do a Rodan figure around that time. If you remember around that time, too, the Playmates figures usually came with accessories. So my guess is that this figure got put on the back burner for a long time, and now it's finally releasing, and that's why it has that accessory. Because Scylla doesn't have an accessory. Most Playmate figures now, especially as they transition back to the Monsterverse line, not the new Empire, the Monsterverse line, do not really come with accessories anymore. So that's my theory. Again, I could be wrong. I could be. But it is what it is. Anyway, Rodan looks cool, though. I'm pointing out here, there's some like little worries there. There's like some scuffing where he can bend his wings into his shoulder. And I was showing right before that where you plug the wings in, because the wings aren't attached out of the box. But where you plug it in, there's some stress on the plastic. So it's a little, not the best. Well, it's not bad. It does the job. It just worries me a little bit in terms of the long run, how it will hold up. But we'll see. Pretty posable for a Playmates figure. I'm happy with it. It looks good. I'm like, I don't know why I'm lost for words. This is not that deep, all right? It's not a religious experience here. I'm just happy they finally did a normal Rodan. They did the Titantech Rodan, which is also a very nice figure. But it's nice to see a normal Rodan. He gets the thumbs up. He's waving to us. There's a tank. He's about to kill everybody inside. They're never going to go home and see their families again. But very nice. Let me know what you guys think. But it's time to move on, and I hope you like seafood, because I do, depending from where. Not Long John Silver's. Fuck you. Here, is this a she? I'm going to say yes. All right, let's be diverse. Titanus Scylla. I like that they put Titanus for her on the box, but not any other Titan that is, like, mainline. But yes, Titanus Scylla. What a surprise, okay? They took a while to get to this one. You would think they would have released this back when the New Empire was, like, the main line, but they took their time. And that's okay. You know, they had other plans. They did other great figures. So here we are. Scylla, finally. And they did a pretty good job here. Lost for words again. I'm hungry now. The seafood, crab legs, Jesus. There's the behind. Yeah, they did a good job. The only thing I would be worried about, and it's going to be like this for every figure of Scylla that exists and will continue to exist, is how does it hold up in the long run? Like if this was soft vinyl, those legs will warp, and that's why I have my YMSF Scylla, which we'll see here in a second, standing up on a stand, because I do not want those legs to warp. This is harder plastic though, so it might hold up a bit better. Believe it or not, there's a few joints on here that I feel like I might need to heat up, which is crazy to say for a Playmates figure, because normally that's not an issue. But specifically the back legs, I feel like either don't have enough room to really move, or they're very tight, and I don't want to risk breaking it, because again, this wave is still fresh, so it's pretty hard to find right now. But maybe down the line, I'll put some pressure on it when I can, you know, if I break it, I can just easily buy another one. But we'll see. Anyway, here's the YMSF one. I'm showing off. It has these flaps underneath the legs. This one doesn't. So the YMSF is a little bit more movie accurate in that regard. But honestly, who gives a fuck? So it's a great figure. A $10 Scylla figure. We're living in the best timeline if you ignore a lot of other things going on in the world. But there's the size comparison to Evolve Godzilla, again from Playmates. Very nice. This wave is awesome. Whoa, we're not done. Look at this, an orb. The orb of Monarch. Yes, they did these too. I remember seeing this at Toy Fair. By the way, Toy Fair is starting next week, so we'll talk about that towards the end here. But beans. Sorry. Just slipped out of my mouth. Having a moment. But yeah, I walked into a Target, again, looking for the new wave. Didn't find it at the time. But that video was not edited correctly. What the fuck happened there? But yeah, I got Evolve Godzilla. But anyway, I was saying, I walked into a Target, and I just saw these. Like, that was the only Playmate Monsterverse stuff they had, was these mystery orbs, and I had no idea. I keep saying orbs. They're like canisters. Titan containment, what they call it. And I'm not into the whole mystery thing. I didn't collect any of the crystals back when they did it. And for this, the only reason why I picked this one up is I like the container. It reminds me of the show Monarch, which the new season is about to start. And they had the Monarch ship, or they had their little vessel to the Axis Monday. And that's what that kind of looks like. I know it's not exactly that, but it reminds me of that. So that's why I picked one up. It's very nice. They're like $5 too. So if you're into that, go to your Targets. They have them. And there's more. They have like Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, Mothra are thrown in there as well. So gamble at your own risk, I suppose. But in terms of the 6-inch figures, Rodan and Scylla, very happy. Again, Rodan just has those little quirks in terms of the scraping and the stress in the plastic that worry me. And then Scylla has the tight plastic in the back that might need to be heated up. So that's about it. They're still great figures. I'm happy that Playmate seems to be doing some more, I won't say deeper cuts. It's not that deep, especially not Rodan. But like they're really exploring the Monsterverse, and we'll see how far they go. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next weekend is Toy Fair, so that's pretty exciting. I'm hoping Playmates will show off their next wave of figures that will come later on in the year. And next week, I'll do a video talk about Haya Evolve Godzilla, but also talk about some Playmate predictions. We'll do a mashup video there and predict what's coming next for Playmates. So maybe they're not going to do anything at all. Maybe they're just going to be like, fuck it. We'll wait till we're not doing anything. We're waiting. Plastic's too expensive. So I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.